I want to pull up this tweet because it's Friday. We're gonna have some fun. I have this tweet from Shoe on Head. Everybody, I'm sure you know Shoe on Head.
Wait. This tweet, it could potentially be considered violence. Now, Tim, are we good to show this?
Sure, yeah.
It actually is very dangerous. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez called for violence.
But we're reporting on her call for violence.
And we are denouncing it.
And we are absolutely denouncing it.
No, I'll, for the sake of clarity, AOC in a video said that people should be, you know what? I'm not going to say it.
No.
AOC was asking people to send emails and phone calls.
Now you're going to do it.
I know. Because
exactly.
YouTube's crazy.
Right.
AOC, speaking on a video, was like, everybody call your reps, call their offices, send them messages and postcards, but she didn't quite say it
There is a
way.
Phrase that is...
I'm going to play it.
Flood their phone line.
Flood their phone line.
I'm going to play what she said. You guys ready?
Like audio?
Let me. I always got to fix the audio because we were playing some music. Here we go. You ready? You ready?
And we need to be really blowing up our elected officials' offices.
Shoe on Head says loud and clear, Queen.
Loud and clear.
It's a funny thing. Shoe is lefty. She's like lefty libertarian, and so many lefties got really mad that she posted this.
Why?
They were like, "It's out of context." Obviously, well, duh. That's the joke.
It's
literally
funny.
We know what AOC means. AOC is saying, "Call your local reps."
Standing back and standing by. She's standing back and standing by.
Ted Kaczynski. Come on.
Here's why I bring this up. Not in any way to drag AOC. I mean, there's a lot of things to criticize her for. The video clip from this show, when she went on Colbert and just made up stuff, we called AOC, we called it like, what is it? AOC Paul's Chad move.
Yeah, super Chad
by
move.
blatantly lying on TV.
Just lying on live TV.
Seamus was right. He was like, do you know what happened with this?
No, I didn't see this.
AOC went on Colbert and he was like, what should the president do in response to Roe? And she goes, well, we're informed by history. Look to the Civil War. The Confederacy had taken over the Supreme Court and were ruling in ways that was impeding Abraham Lincoln, like Dred Scott, that ruled black people couldn't be citizens. So what did Abraham Lincoln do? He signed the Emancipation Proclamation. And when I watched that happen, I was like banging my head on the table because it's just like a hodgepodge.
It's actually kind of amazing. It's actually kind of
Chad
amazing.
move.
Yeah, it's
Ultimate
kind of Chad.
move.
It's sort of like it reminds me of like the sort of like the secret president theory and some of the different things. Like it's if you don't if you don't like your own version, like if you don't like reality, it's not to your liking, you just make up your own.
But with this one, it was kind of just like I'm imagining a dude sitting back and being like Abraham Lincoln, his cousin, Winston Churchill.
Oh, wow.
Did you know that one?
Yeah.
People don't know this. And John Wilkes Booth,
maybe
third cousins.
It's true, they don't
maybe
know that.
AOC's three-year Letterman on Twitter.
So let me just for the sake of breaking this down because I have to do it. I know you guys may have seen the segment we did on it, but I want to talk about media. That's what we're talking about here with the story. But just to clarify, the Confederacy did not take over the Supreme Court.
Nope.
Maybe she means they were more sympathetic to the South. Fine. Dred Scott was 4 years before Abraham Lincoln became president. So no, the Supreme Court was not impeding him. The Confederacy had already seceded before Abraham Lincoln was even president. The Emancipation Proclamation was signed 2 years after he became president, 6 years after Dred Scott, and in no way had anything to do with Dred Scott.
And by the way, in the middle of the war.
Right. And it wasn't until the end of the war and the 14th and 15th Amendment that citizenship was granted to slaves. So she just made everything up. But anyway, I digress.
AOC, you need to brush up on your Juneteenth history.
Seriously.
Agreed.
I am not bringing up this clip of her saying, blowing up offices or whatever to drag her. I'm doing to make a point about the media.
Right.
Because this is what they do. The fact that AOC said it, and we know the intent of what she said, modern media doesn't give that benefit to anyone associated with the right.
No.
At all, ever. Donald Trump could come out and be like, he'll be like, did you see this video of AOC saying blowing up offices? Now we know what she meant. And then they'll say Donald Trump pushes idea that you should, blow up offices or something like that. Mm-hmm. And then they've done this to me where they're like, there are these things go around. You and I are both on these things where they claim that we are pushing election misinformation stuff.
What did we do?
There's a bunch of these studies where it's like, Tim.
The studies, right. They never quite explain what it is that you said. They just decide that you said them, and then they put you on the list.
Here's what they do.
They rank you.
Here's what they do. I'll give you an example. Shane, tell me that the sky is not green.
Sky is not green.
Oh, Shane Cashman pushes idea about sky actually being green.
Promotes theory that sky
Exactly.
potentially green.
That's right. By bringing it up and saying anything about it, you've pushed it.
Can you say
you've promoted
Can
it.
you say Shane Cashman quote the sky is ...
Yes.
green?
They do
right.
that quote.
Oh, yeah.
They'll do
That's
that.
the
Oh,
point
Just
about
cut the word
quotes
not
well.
out. I
Yeah.
mean, come on. That's
Illusionists of the editing world.
Yeah.
That's the
They do it all
point
the
about
time.
what AOC said.
it's technically a functional way to quote
All right,
someone.
You guys ready for this one?
But it's deceptive
We got
on
another
purpose.
clip. She went ahead says AOC.
Oh, wait, she looks upset
no.
here. She looks upset.
All right, you need to listen to this. You ready?
White supremacy is a fact. It's not just a fact. You look at FBI statistics. It's
Oh no!
What? No.
White supremacy is a
Okay,
noun.
hold on.
Yeah, that's what they show.
hold on,
That's
hold
what
on.
those stats show. That's it
I
right
got
there.
I got a legitimate question though.
Jamie, pull up
In-
the FBI statistics.
Yeah. In what actual context is she saying these things? Because why is she telling people to pull up the FBI stats?
That's interesting.
I bet-
I think that there actually is. There is an FBI report that will come out talking about white identity extremists or racial identity extremists or whatever the latest term is for it, and they will find all these things like somebody committed suicide, but then they'll consider that a homicide or something is tangentially involved, and they will call it a white terrorist attack. And they will use this to create this like hugely inflated number out there, which is coming out from the FBI, saying that that this is the greatest threat to America today.
Let me break this down. Ben and Jerry's pushed this racist idea. The issue is the left and the right will cite the same stat in the FBI to make the opposite claims.
Right.
The stat posted by Ben and Jerry's that the black population is 13% of the United States, yet incarceration rates among the black population is way higher, which is quite literally the exact same argument made by white supremacists. So when AOC comes out and says white supremacy is a fact, it sounds like, out of context, she's saying it is real, like it is a true thing, like she's promoting it.
She believes they're
Right.
supreme.
Yes.
And then when she mentions FBI stats, what she said could be slightly altered and come right out of the mouth of a white supremacist.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It's the exact argument.
'Cause they
the
project
exact
everything.
argument. Well, because the woke identitarian left, the critical race theorists, are outright racist. So they look at everything and they're like, that's the only explanation. And they're making the same argument. The difference is who they think is the racist person. AOC's argument is, oh, this proves the police are racist because these people shouldn't be in jail, whereas white supremacists are like, it proves bad things about black people. When in reality, they're looking at the same stat, asserting some racialized ideology, and just making everything worse for everybody. Yeah. Thanks, AOC.
But there's also an element of what Michael Anton at Claremont has written about this, and he calls it the celebration parallax, where he says if the left cites something, then we have to say, oh, it's happening and it's good and it's wonderful that this is happening. But if the right identifies the same pattern or trend in society, it's a conspiracy and it's wrong and it's probably racist to even talk about it. Right. So you can say this about the Great Reset is a great example of this, right? Mm-hmm. Where they'll come out and say, or even with the thing that was going out today, the liberal world order. If you went on Twitter today and typed in liberal world order, you would think, oh, well, it's going to play that clip of Brian Deese, who is the White House economic advisor. When they ask him the question, why are Americans paying $4.85 a gallon going into 4th of July weekend, he says, well, it's for, I'm paraphrasing,
to protect
we have to protect the liberal world order, and people are said, oh, well, at least he's honest, right? Guy, but comes from BlackRock, by the way. And if you went to Twitter and searched that earlier today, I don't know if it's still there, and so if you search it today, right now it's still there.
It's all up, yeah.
That if you search it, there was a fact check. That was the first thing that you saw, and it said fact check. Comments today about liberal world order are not the same as the conspiracy theory that a new world order is being instituted by the United States government.
That is not up anymore. Now it goes right to the New York Post article. New York Post probably helped dispense with it, and your stuff actually.
It was there for my stuff. I tweeted the video, right?
Wow, man.
and there was a fact, because before we can even let you engage with the content that was, again, stated by the White House economic advisor regarding why your gas prices are so high, right? They had to correctly frame it for you like a leftist meme before you can even interact with the actual.
Thanks for checking out this segment from the Timcast IRL podcast. But if you want to check out the full show live, tune in Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. And if you want more special access content, head over to timcast.com and become a member. Your membership helps sustain this company, keep our journalists employed, makes this show happen, and you will get access to exclusive members-only segments of the Timcast IRL podcast, and there's a massive library to check out. So again, go to timcast.com or tune in Monday through Friday at 8 p.m., and we'll see you all there.